Hello, good morning. At least it's morning for me right now while filming. Today I'm going to review a new foundation that just came out. It is the Too Faced Tutti Frutti Do You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation. This whole new collection to me is so cute. It's the Tutti Frutti collection. The whole theme behind it, I love. I don't know if it's because I love fruit. It's so cute, and I've been waiting for Too Faced to come out with a more dewy foundation. I'm interested because it also says full coverage. So, hydrate and brighten your complexion with this long-wearing watermelon, cucumber, and vitamin C infused gel cream foundation. Oh, that's weird. Gel cream foundation. I've never heard of that before. While creating a dewy, fresh, and luminous glow. Do You smooths, moisturizes, and nourishes skin for a flawless, fresh complexion that's one in a melon. In a melon, like watermelon. That's cute. So I'm gonna do a review and a wear test. I'll keep you updated throughout this whole video. Oh, it's so, I love it. I love the packaging. Look how cute that is. Do You, I got mine in the shade Snow. The one thing with Too Faced foundations is that even the neutral or pinky tones are still quite yellow. Swan, I believe, is the lightest shade and it's the more yellow shade. It's super yellow. So I would recommend if you're a neutral tone to go with Snow. I wonder if it's gonna be a pump. Oh, it is. It is. Oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna try a sponge with this side and a brush with this side to see if it's really full coverage to cover up my many friends right here. For the sponge side, I will be using the Morphe Beauty Sponge. I love this sponge because it blends out beautifully, but it's so easy to clean. Some sponges are just harder to clean than others, and it's annoying. So I'm actually gonna put this on my finger first and then kind of dot it and swipe it on my face. Just because when I put it straight on the Beauty Blender, a lot of that product just soaks into that, and so I don't want to waste any product here. There it is. Oh, it smells heavenly. Oh, it smells heavenly. Okay, I did about actually a pump and a half on this side. I kind of did a lot, but we ain't playing games today. I want to see this full coverage pop through. Oh, it smells so good. So this color looks like it matches me perfectly when I'm my white self, so that's awesome. I did a great color match. Like I said, I did do the more, it says rosy tones, but Too Faced rosy tones are still yellow, so unless you're super, super yellow skin toned, then that's when I would get Swan, but Snow for neutral or pinky tone people is the way to go. So at least with the sponge for right now, it gave me even skin tone, but I don't think that's full coverage really at all. But if it's full coverage, you should be able to cover more than that, I think. All right, for the brush side, I'm using my Morphe M439 foundation brush. I am just going to squeeze this onto the brush. I'll do the same amount, pump and a half. It seems that it's going to be way more full coverage, which usually that is the case with a brush. Okay, so you can just see the sides, that the brush side is way more full coverage than the sponge side, which is usually the case. Brushes always give more fuller application just because it doesn't soak up the product so much like a sponge does. So it did pretty well covering up my red little friends around my mouth. This is the brush side. And the sponge side. Right, I'm going to even this out. I actually am going to go into my Beauty Blender just because I like the finish better of a beauty sponge, so that's what As for a first impression, it smells bomb. I actually really like how it looks on my skin. This foundation isn't as dewy as I thought it would be, even though the name says Dewy You. I love more dewier foundations than matte for sure, but some luminous foundations is a little bit too much for me, and I don't want to look like a grease monkey all day. I think this is the right amount of dewiness where it just looks like a natural finish. So now I'm going to do my face like I normally would. Okay, so I just did a basic eye look. As for my face, I did put some concealer right here. I didn't try to drag it down low like I normally do though, just so I can see more of the power of the foundation. I only powdered my eyelid and my very lower lash line for those creases. I did put on a little bit of bronzer and highlight, but that is it for the base. I really want to see how this foundation performs more so by itself. It does say it's long wearing, so we'll see how long that is, and I will keep you guys updated throughout the day. So I will probably see you in a few hours. I have a doctor's appointment right now, then I'll probably snag a snack, get some lunch, then I'll give you an update then. See you later. Okay, so it's about 2:30 right now, so I've had the foundation on for almost 5 hours. I went to the doctor's, I ate some lunch, I was outside just a little bit. So it's about 108 degrees out right now, so yeah, I've been sweating. I can see that my oils have definitely poked through. I look pretty oily. It's not to the point where I'm like, ooh, I look disgusting. Foundation to me has not settled into any of my fine lines or my forehead lines. I do think that I lost some coverage, especially in my mouth, probably because I did eat. I still really like the foundation. I'm just surprised that my oils did poke through so much. I'll check in about 3-4 hours just because I really want to see how long this foundation will last. So I'll check back in a little bit. It is now 6:30. I have now worn this foundation for about 9 hours. And if you hear the AC blaring, because it is blaring, it's almost 6:30 and it's still 103 degrees outside, so that's awesome. I can't even tell if there is still foundation on my face. I think it's completely worn off at this point around my mouth, and like even around here it's just really splotchy. My nose, I think it's gone. My forehead, I think I've already sweat so much today with this heat that it's disappeared into the air. Born This Way foundation by Too Faced. That foundation actually does not last that long on me either. Physicians Formula, the healthy foundation, still lasts way longer. Even my Essence foundation lasts way longer. A little disappointed with the longevity, but based on first application, I thought it looked gorgeous. Do one more update for you. It'll probably be around 9:30, so 3 more hours, so I can do a full 12-hour wear for you. It's now 9:30 at night. I've had this foundation on for 12 hours. The only good thing I can say is that my face doesn't look cakey or powdery, but you can just tell that the foundation has worn off quite a bit in certain areas. This foundation retails for $36. Is it worth your money? To me, yeah. Yeah, I would purchase it again, definitely. I really love the finish of it. I just know that it's not a super long lasting foundation, which is fine because I have others that are. It can be full coverage if you build it up, but one layer wasn't full coverage on my skin. Yeah, I liked it. I loved the finish of it. I loved how it looked on my skin. My pores looked good with it. The only downside is the longevity. It did not last that long on me. There you go. That is the new Too Faced Tutti Frutti Do You foundation. And we'll see you guys in my next video.